morning. Okay. Oof. Alrighty then. Let's see. We got a busy day ahead of us if we plan to get anything done. I really want to at least get a good portion into Gridania today. It is morning. Hi, Darkstar. Okay. So, fun fact, guess what I did last night? I got me the shark mount that I can't use because I can't use mounts yet. But I got the shark mount. I also got me the ruby gwibber. So, yay. Yeah. Yeah. It's fine, it's fine. I got me a shark. That's all that matters. Yeah. My fishing is at 87. I feel accomplished. Oh, I don't play background music. I'm using the orchestration. Or orchestrion, or whatever it is. Yeah, it's just because I'm in it. Yeah. Was it too loud? I'm not advanced enough to use actual background music. I just go to the inn and play something. I was gonna go to our FC house, but the playlist on there is like stuff that doesn't happen for several expansions, so I didn't want to use any of those. And I also didn't want to change the playlist because that would require going on later with a character that has those orchestrions and fixing it. I don't want to do that. So. And right now, my orchestrion on this character is extremely limited. So I just use what I have. Anyways, so yesterday, one of the quests I got was to go to this guy and he's going to open the gate for me. So, only those who possess a gate pass may travel through the White Wolf Gate. It is for your own good. The fearsome beasts that lurk beyond would tear an unprepared adventurer limb from limb. I think I'll be fine, dude. So I do have a White Wolf Gate Pass. A writ of permission granting free passage through the otherwise off-limits White Wolf Gate in New Gridania. You have papers? Let us see. Now, yes, everything appears to be in order. Go in safely, Corey. In the future, should you wish to pass, you need only say the word. Okay. Money! Oof. I need to scoot some stuff over. Hold on. Okay. And another quest. Which is why I saved this quest for later, because I knew that there was more quests. This is a whole quest line. It is no ordinary adventurer who is granted passage through the White Wolf Gate. I am Rostenbont, of the Wood Whalers, and I would see you live up to your reputation. My fellow whalers at Dustin Spire are in grave need of an adventurer's aid. Should you have a mind to make yourself useful, travel there and seek out Thievenax? Whatever. Fucking elves and names are stupid. You know, along with all the other names in this damn game. Okay, anyways, talk to this guy to go through. Alrighty then. normally you'd already have a mount when you do these quests, but we're just gonna run. Okay, Thieva now. Rostabont sent you? Thank the 12. I just about given up hope that anyone would answer our call. Tell me, did you perhaps notice that gaping hole in the ground on your way here? The one that we're right next to? Aye, 'twould be hard to miss it. One of the many remnants of Dalamud's fury. The scaffolding, you see, is a solution we worked up with our friends from the Carpenters Guild, but even the sturdiest wood is at the mercy of the elements. The rains have fallen hard of late, and I fear there still might be some soggy planks left unattended. Please see to them, as well as to any pests who have come to feast on the wood. Okay. I mean, I feel like this hole isn't as big a deal as they think it is. But Gridania has bigger holes, like the one that goes to the deep dungeon for ARR, so, like, I guess I'm not overly concerned about this little hole. Fungal Frolic. And the one that goes down to the deep dungeon isn't actually, like, properly quarantined off either. Like, if this game had mechanics where you could fall off the world in the overworld, you could just walk right into it. You have the honor of addressing Marcette, realm-renowned naturalist and esteemed authoress of the New Eorzean Geographic, the single most comprehensive collection of knowledge our realm has ever seen, or ever will see. You've not heard of the Geographic? Why, of course you haven't. It hasn't been published yet, and it never will be if my assistants keep dawdling around instead of doing their jobs. So hop to it. I'm not an assistant. Go fuck yourself. Of course I'm talking to you. Do you see anyone else here? Yes, that guy. Right there. Now, for the 17,000th time, 5 toadstool caps, and be quick with them. No wonder you have problems with assistants, lady. And again, as long as I'm getting paid. Okay. I'm inspecting the scaffolding. Also, looking at the scaffolding, it doesn't seem very well put together because it shouldn't just have, like, random planks. Like, it should be uniform and... Man. Okay, and then go collect some toadstools for the crazy lady. Okay. And one more. Have you brought me my toadstool caps? Each moment you dally deprives the realm of my prodigious knowledge. Uh-huh. Here's your toadstool caps. Yes, yes, hand it over now. But of course, it is just as I theorized. The spore density of these toadstools is exponentially greater than that of samples taken from before the calamity. Clearly, they've evolved as such in order to adapt to an increasingly harsh environment. Mwahaha! And with this, another entry of the New Eorzean geographic is complete. Who are you again? Right? Like, I mean... There's not, I mean, yeah, there's a pole behind her, but she's tall enough that she would just, like, you know, flip right over. That's the way physics works, right? Okay. Oh, she has more quests for me. Fabulous. Shocking discoveries. Research Assistant 6. Oh, well, I'm number 6. Woo! Yes, I'm speaking to you, Research Assistant 6. That is the title I have deigned to bestow upon you after your humble contribution to my latest scientific breakthrough. Mind you, now that you are officially my slave, research assistant, there will be no slacking off. I require a live lightning spark. Here's a jar. Now hurry. I haven't all day. She legitimately just called me slave. Pretty sure slavery's illegal, even here in Gridania. You have my thanks, adventurer. A Shroud hair, I see. I ask you only this, friend. Should you have occasion to meet Marcette, speak nothing of this to her. Oh, I've met her. I'm contemplating pushing her in that hole. She is a researcher of sorts, unusual creatures being her specialty. Were she to catch wind of Shroud hairs lurking beneath, she would rip up every last plank till we had nowhere to stand upon. The woman treats us as if the wood-wheelers were her personal laboratory assistants. I will stand for this no more. I keep my distance from her, and would suggest you do the same. I wish you would have told me that before I spoke to her, dude. Okay, and these sprites I actually need to catch. Get over here. That should be good. Catch, catch, catch. In the jar. Okay. The mere fact that you dare to interrupt me means that you must have the live lightning spark I require. Well, hand it over then. Live lightning spark. If one can consider a drifting, semi-sentient mass of elementally charged ethereal matter alive... I mean... Oh, aren't you a cute little one? Just think of all the fun I can have with you. The next assistant who dares shirk her duties is in for quite a shock. Mwahaha! This lady is evil, like... Just one little push. Just one little push. It'll be fine. Now, where was I? Oh yes, toadstools. If my theories are correct, sending a shock through the toadstools will trigger a sense of danger, causing them to reproduce with unheard-of speeds. I'm sorry, you are going to breed toadstools with lightning? Truly, my genius knows no bounds. To think of the discoveries I could make if I had but a single competent assistant. You, Assistant 7. Or was it 4? Oh, whoever you are, be gone from my sight and let me concentrate for once. Pretty sure I was Assistant 6, but okay. Oh, no, they both have tasks. Wonderful. Doing the dirty work. Research Assistant 873. You're late. Your number of assistants has gone up a lot, hasn't it? I'm conducting an experiment of the utmost importance to determine the source of the distinctive stink of a stropper's breath, and require one freshly extracted stropper stomach. I hate stroppers. Really? Do I have to do this? The stench is said to be strong enough to knock out a man, so I shall provide you with a bottle of Mercette's Breath Begone. I know not what you've been eating lately, but you may want to take a dose of it yourself. What the fuck did you just say to me? Oh, and do try not to get killed, will you? Funeral rites for incompetent assistants are eating away an inordinate share of my research budget these days. Maybe stop getting your assistants murdered, then. What about you, buddy? How you doing? In too deep. The quest text is, Hobriant is suffering at the hands of the taskmaster Marset. Me too, buddy, me too. Pant, pant. I swear to you, that woman is a fiend, a monster, a great danger to this realm that all the beast tribes put together, and then some. Why, I speak of Marset, of course. I agree. We could just push, just a little shove. No sooner did I return with 300 hornet stingers she requested than she sends me off to conduct a water survey at Hopseed Pond. In my condition, I'm like to fall in face first and drowned. Oh, friend, I'm too young to die. Please say you'll help me. You must. Oh, yeah. Alright, so let me go poke a stropper. Okay, these ones I need to use this on here to weaken them, otherwise I'm going to be fighting them all day. Oh, fuck! Bad breath! Not the bad breath! Ay, ay. Okay. Murdered a stropper. And then I need to collect water samples over here. With more stroppers, of course, because... Hold on. There's a big guy with a scythe over there. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Fucking hate these guys. Okay. And the bucket of water. Okay. Also, how is a normal assistant supposed to do this? Because, I mean, these guys aren't no joke. Like, they can murder experienced adventurers. Okay. Okay, buddy. I don't want to be Research Assistant 712 or 43. I just want to go home. Ah, praise the gods, you're back. Were you able to complete the survey? Yep. I got your water samples. 1, 2, 3 samples from Hopseed Pond. Wonderful. I cannot thank you enough. Though I cannot help but ponder what other back-breaking tasks might be in my future. Pluck the wisdom teeth of a gobu. Procure a leaf from a treant's head. The gods only know. Grandfather, grandmother, can you hear me up there? Your dear grandson shall be joining you all too soon. Ah, poor guy. Assistant, whatever your number was. I haven't all week. You best have the stropper stomach I requested, or I do believe I shall use your own innards as a substitute. Rude. Yes, just hand it over, will you? And the dissection reveals exactly as I surmised. With the proliferation of poisonous toadstool in the years since the calamity, the stopper's diet has undergone a dramatic change. The reaction of the toadstools with the stopper's stomach acids results in the noxious gases emitted from the mouth of the foul beast. That doesn't explain every other fucking more, bro. And with the groundbreaking discovery, I believe I owe my prodigious mind a well-deserved respite. Oh, thank God. You, on the other hand, Research Assistant 6, have earned nothing of the sort. Get out of there and hone your skills, that you might actually make yourself half useful the next time I call upon you. Just trip you. Cut off your feet and push you over the thing. Yeah. And you've pissed off everybody enough that if you survive the fall, nobody would be willing to help you get back up. Okay. So that was that quest. So next we are going to go do quests. I think we're gonna go to the other place that's connected to Gridania. So let's go North Shroud. We're gonna do a boatload of quests in North Shroud. But on the bright side, we have finished Central Shroud. For now. I'm sure there will be more later. Okay. There are a boatload of quests here, aren't there? Alrighty then. Let's start over here. Palamont. A clear sign. You've come to lend a hand, have you? Well then, you're welcome to a task from my seemingly never-ending list. I'll need you to head west along the road and scrub down 2 of the Malmstones. I swear by Nofika, those signs accumulate dirt and grime with almost unnatural haste. Speak with... what? Kajowana? Okay. At Treespeak Stables once you've seen to them. She'll be glad to hear the Malmstones are clean, for the next 3 bells at least. Dusty Malmstone. Oh, I need to get this one. Okay. It's a baby fate. Okay. So, I completed the hunting log for Gladiator. I actually had to sign into my second account just so that I could mount up and ferry myself over to the Umbra Isles, because I needed a ride. And it was in the middle of the night, so I couldn't wake you up to get a ride. What's that? You've been cleaning Malmstones? Why, thank you. With all the chores that need doing around here, I was afraid they would be left to get even filthier. It's not just that they're an eyesore, by the way. In that state, the creatures around here won't to lay their eggs in them. As to why, well, I can only assume their preferred nesting trees are in short supply these days. Be that as it may, we can't have monsters hatching from roadside signs. These pests are dangerous enough as it is. Perhaps a sprinkling of sting brew would keep the beasts away. Oh, hey, I know what sting brew does. I helped brew some of it earlier. Yesterday. It was yesterday. Oops. Death to the bean thieves. Did you hear about Demetta of Hurstmill? Apparently, Opa-Opos crept into her stores and made off with her Miqo'te beads. Ordinarily, Opa-Opos wouldn't go near them, what with their foul odor and even fouler taste, but food has become scarce of late. Truth be told, a good many of us are glad to be rid of the stench. Still, I can't stand to see Demetta so dispirited. Would you track down those thieving Opa-Opos and discover the Miqo'te beans? I'm told 6 bags were taken all told. Demetta is well respected by all the women of Hurstmill, so it would do you well to earn her favor. So be polite, smile, and don't interrupt if she goes off on one of her tangents. Hurstmill lies just to the north of here. You're like to run into Opa-Opos on the way. With luck, you may even encounter the bean thieves themselves. And by with luck, you mean 100%. Because 100% drop rates are amazing. The nose knows. If you want for work, I have need of an adventurer willing to dirty her hands. No, I speak not of dark deeds. I mean only to have you deliver something. I myself would not dare venture deep into the Twelves Wood, but you seem more than capable of defending yourself. My colleague Gillian will furnish you with the item in question, and provide you all the necessary directions. She should be somewhere behind the stables, supervising the field hands. Oh wait, there's a merchant vendor here. Jumping at shadows. If you got a mind to make yourself useful, why don't you call some Maitlins for us? I hate written accents. We train a lot of chocobos here, see, and the young'uns go wild when they get a sniffin' of a Maitlin. Some even throw their bloomin' riders. Let me tell you, it ain't easy trainin' a chocobo when she drops you on your head every time she sees a shadow. We've been getting nowhere with the birds lately. If you could rid us of a few Maitlings, we'd be in your debt. Okay. Well, I'll be. Vion actually found somebody willing to lend a hand. Grab one of them burlap sacks over yonder, atop the crate, aye? Tain't the most convenient location, to be sure, but where else can we store that stinking shite? Nowhere a visiting customer might catch a whiff, that's for sure. Deliver it to Nolanel, down at Blessed Bud. That's west of here, in case you were wondering. Seems our conjurer friend takes his gardening pretty bloomin' seriously. Okay. Grab these burlap sacks. And I'm a delivery girl. You know, the Warrior of Light actually has a lot of jobs, like delivery girl and waitress and I need one more. Murderer. Primal Slayer. That odor. Is that what I think it is? Burlap sack. This old flaxen bag contains something soft and warm. What exactly did I just deliver? Praise be to the elements. I cannot thank you enough for your kindness. This bounty of chocobo manure shall nourish the plants and ensure their continued growth. Ah, poop. Please relay my sincerest thanks to Vion upon your return to Treespeak. stables. And a word of advice, wash your hands quickly, lest the cloying stint of feces linger. Will do. Gee, thanks. What is it with MMOs and poop quests? Like, seriously. The amount of poop I have to handle. Welcome back, friend. I gather from that smell that the task is complete. Oh my, did I neglect to inform you of the sack's contents? I cannot apologize enough. You're lucky I don't charge you extra. That would certainly explain why you agreed to help when countless others turned their nose up at the idea, so to speak. Well, what's done is done. Please accept this for your troubles, along with my thanks. Potions. Regular potions. Really? Alright, these are low-level quests. Just give me money, man! Thank you for the help. We can finally get back to training the young birds. Chocobo's skittish by nature, see, and training them takes a deal of patience. It don't make the task any easier that soldiers and adventurers tend to ride them towards danger rather than away from it. God, I can't wait to get a chocobo of my own. Anywho, we're grateful for the help. Here's a small token of our gratitude. Yay, money! Oh, another quest. We haven't forgotten how you helped us out with the Milings. Speaking of which, if you've a bit of time to spare, could I trouble you to gather some aphids? You can find them living in the tangled undergrowth near Blessed Bud, but don't be surprised if your presence attracts a starving ladybug or two. They're rather fond of the wee Valken, you see. When you've gathered the aphids, deliver them to Captain Guthrit over at Etat's Spire, and tell him Tree Speak Stables send its regards. Okay, this way? This way. Murder! Okay. Oof. And up here... Man, I can't wait until I get a mount. I keep saying that. I've got a long way to go. You don't get a mount until after you kick Ifrit's ass either, and that's just stupid right there. What's that? You have something for me? Aphids from Bodwine. This is indeed a blessing. What use have we for aphids, do you ask? Why, they're oil, of course. There is naught better for maintaining our weapons. Were it not for your timely delivery, I would have been forced to send a sentry to replenish our dwindling supplies. I'll have to thank Bodwine personally, and thanks to you as well, friend. And the worst part is, it's not even just right after Ifrit. It's after Ifrit and then 3 long-ass freaking ceremonies where you have to listen to Know-It-All, the fucking master of know-it-alls, talk. So, like, seriously. No quarter given. Ah, Corey, just the person. Your efforts on behalf of Tree Speak Stables marks you out as a genuine talent. If you have confidence in your battlecraft, mayhap you would agree to help us in our fight against the Ixal? According to reports, Ixali scouts have been sighted by the river, due west of here. Though that area is uninhabited, it borders Tree Speak Stables and Blessed Bud. We mean to drive them off before they can threaten our people. If several of their scouting parties were to be summarily dispatched, it might give their leaders cause to doubt the wisdom of their plan. Slay 2 Ixali Doltalons, 2 Ixali Lostwings, and 2 Ixali Slowbeaks. Show them the price they must pay for setting foot in our territory. Okay. Random indiscriminate murder. Oh wait, no. You want specific murder. Okay. Okay. Oh look, a large group. Alright. Alright. Back up. Also, I really need to get my retainers because my inventory is looking gnarly. Just need to sort out my inventory. It was bloody work, but it had to be done. Your service to Gridania will not be forgotten. Thanks to you, we now have time to plot our next move. We could muster our forces and take the battle to the Birdmen, or consolidate our defenses before they return. I must needs consult with the commander. Okay. Alright. Then we've got a cluster of quests over at Hurst Mill. And I don't think the, So normally if you start in Gridania, there is a quest line over in Hurst Mill, but I don't think it's there for me. Which is a shame. Oh, is my mic acting weird? Huh. That's weird. It might be because my air conditioner's on. And it's picking up the background sound and trying to filter it out. So, I don't know. We shall see. I do need to get a better mic, but that's going to be a while. Okay. I'm going to pick up that chocobo quarter. Let's see. Eadbert. Hemotophagic harassment. Ain't seen your face around here before. It's my sworn duty to keep the peace in Hurst Mill and protect her from them as would do her harm. If you mean to stay for a spell, you'll have to prove you can be trusted. Ours ain't a large community, and we've hardly any fighting folk, so there's always a need for battle-savvy types, what with all the beasties lurking hereabouts. As it happens, we've been suffering from an outbreak of midges of late. The buggers was driving our patrol to distraction. Now, if you were to exterminate, say, half a dozen swarms, we'd know you for a friend. Okay, go talk to Genevieve. A Glim Harvest. You have the look of an adventurer. Adventurers love little tasks, do they not? Well, I need you to head into the forest and pick a Glim Shroom for me. You haven't the faintest idea what a Glim Shroom is, do you? Glimshroom is the common name for a variety of fungus with a unique white phosphorescent... What did you say? A glowing mushroom? Yes, I suppose you could put it that way. There is a colony on the rock face in the southwest of Peace Garden. But do not simply pick the first one you come across. The brightest glowing mushroom you can find, if you please. Well, yes, I would love to be able to harvest glimshrooms for myself, but there is the small matter of Ixali's scouts. Not terribly friendly, those chaps. Off you go, then. Okay, and I have a delivery of stolen goods for Demeter. I suppose there's nothing to be done. What's that, young lady? You have something for me? Stolen Muntai beads. A hempenad bag filled halfway with ripe Muntai beads. My missing bags of Muntai beads! But how? You didn't track down those wretched Opo-Opos, did you? I had all but given up hope before you arrived, but with these beans I can make enough Muntai tonic for everyone in Hurstmill. As long as I have enough Miqo'te leaflets to flavor it, there should be no complaints. Speaking of which, my son drank unflavored Muntai tonic the other day. One of his friends challenged him to do it, he said. And do you know what? He drained the whole cup in one great gulp, without making so much as a face. Oh, he grows stronger and braver by the day, nay, the very hour. Either that or my secret recipe is rather more delicious than I imagined. Now that I think about it, a good many people have described the taste as unforgettable. That's not necessarily a good thing, but okay. Yes, exactly. I think that's like, most of the people who give me quests is like, oh, well, I don't want to go do this because it's dangerous, so you go. And of course, me being me, I'm like, you pay? Okay, I go. Drink your beans, dear. Oh dear, if I'm to make this much Muntai tonic, I'll need far more Miqo'te leaves. Young lady, would you be so kind as to fetch me 4 leaflets from the Miqo'tes outside the hamlet? I'm whipping up a fresh batch of Muntai tonic, you see. Oh, it's a lovely drink, absolutely bursting with nutrients and goodness. I'll have you know I always drink at least 1 cup a day. Alas, few people share my passion for healthy living. Truth be told, most won't touch the stuff, not unless you add Miqo'te leaflets anyways. Apparently, the taste and the smell are too distracting for some such nonsense. Oh, but listen to me prattling on like an Ishgardian priest. I shall stop talking and start stirring. Well, don't just stand there, dear. Run along and fetch me those leaves. This batch will be ready soon, and it'd be such a shame if no one could drink it but me. Okay. Oh look, Opo-Opos are stealing her sacks of Muntais again. Okay. Alright, I need some swarms. Okay. Okay. And I need a glowing mushroom from over here. I mean, they're glowing a little bit, but not much. Okay. I collected the biggest of the glowing mushrooms. done us a kindness and proven yourself capable besides. Take this with Hirschmill's thanks. Oh, before you go, I've thought of something else you could do for us. Of course, because there's always something else. Harriers of the Hedge Tree. Would you mind going to Hedge Tree and seeing that all's well? Since ancient times, the tree has guarded these woods with her holy presence. Lately, though, we've been hearing reports of Ixal pecking around in her vicinity. No more than scouts, I'd wager, but if they were to lay their filthy hands on the hedge tree, well, it don't bear thinking about. So I'd be much obliged if you head southeast to the hedge tree and see that no harm has come to her. Oh, and if you chance to encounter any Ixal, send them packing. By that you mean put their head in a box, or... I mean, you need to be more specific with what you want me to do to the Ixal. Be warned, though, the birdmen ain't like to take their leave without a fight. Make sure you go well prepared and keep your eyes peeled, alright? Yeah. To shreds, you say? How terrible. Were you able to find the glimshrooms? Yep. Got a variety of fungus found in Peace Garden that naturally emits a soft white glow. I mean, it looked more blue to me, but that's just me. Would you look at that glow? Perfect. This will help me mix a potent remedy for the creeping death. To foresolve the obvious questions, the creeping death is a deadly plague that once ravaged the Hyrian population of Gridania. Though it can now be cured through simple conjuring, it doesn't hurt to have a ready supply of the medicine. That is relevant for Endwalker. The tank job role quests, they actually deal with that, and I think you might even have to talk to these people about getting a cure because conjuring wasn't working, I think. So this is actually relevant for later. After all, out here in Hirschmill, we cannot always rely on a conjurer to be on hand whenever a youngling coughs. Thank the matron for wandering adventurers, though, yeah, so the creeping death is a plague that it mostly affected the Huron population, but it was very much like, once you caught it, if you didn't cure it immediately, you would die. So, like, you had like 1 day to cure it before it was too late. Oh, you're back. Did you manage to find the Miqo'te leaflets I asked for? Yes, I got your leaflets. Let's see. Yes, that's 4 all right. Ah, and such a lovely scent. Now, you gathered only the 4 I asked for and not 1 more, yes? Oh, I know I shouldn't have to ask, but these days more and more people forget to take only what they need. I may have murdered a lot of Miqo'tes. If we're to live in harmony with the woods, we must respect life and remember what it means to take it. Never be wasteful. Know the value of life and know the value of our time here in this world. That's why I always live my life to the fullest, wasting nary a moment and nary a word, nay, not so much as a single one. Remember, if you mean to remain within the Twelveswood, you must be ever mindful to show respect and gratitude to the forest and to the elementals. You know, you remind me of my son. He's a good boy, but sometimes forgets what it means to be Gridanian. Why, just the other day I caught him and his friends throwing moontide beads at each other. Needless to say, I was terribly cross. Who wouldn't be? And all set to give them a memorable scolding when I noticed they were playing in teams and that my son was leading the winners. Oh, I know I shouldn't have been proud, but when I say the way he marshaled his troops, by which I mean his friends, is so clear to me that he was a born leader. Ah, where was I? Oh yes, you see, later that day I was cooking dinner and he, quite without prompting, offered to wash the vegetables. He's such a good boy, you know. Right! Also, I feel insulted that she needed to count them. Like, seriously? If you can't tell at a glance that there are 4 leaves? Anyways, so I have 1 more quest for Hirschmill, and that is to go check on a tree and murder Ixal. I mean, send them packing. Yes. Pack their heads in a box. And send them. to the rest of the Ixal. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Way over there. Corpse. Also, I want to go poke at this fate for a second. I want to see what it is. Because boss fates are usually pretty fast, and, though this one's probably not like to give me much experience. I am still short on experience, so... Yeah, faster and possible. Actually, this one's super easy because I've been doing level, like 48, fates, and I'm level 45. So, like, when I do the higher level ones, I actually have to think while doing them. Especially because I'm not technically good enough for them. But I've been trying really hard to get some experience, because I'm so close to 50. No, I'm not. But I do want to get to... I think I need, like, 1 or 2 more levels before I can do all of the quests at Quarry Mill. But... we might have to skip a few quests in Quarry Mill, because I won't be able to turn them in. Slew an Ixal, did ya? Ah, bloody birds'll think twice before coming near our hamlet. The Ixal once dealt in the Twelveswood, you know, but long ago they woke the Green Wrath and were driven out. Needless to say, they weren't best pleased when us Gridanians took their place here. In fact, it's none other than this resentment that kindled their hatred for us. Ah, but I suspect I'm boring you. See, the thing is I'll be able to pick up the quest because I have a class that's over... Because specifically, Fisher is over-leveled. So I can pick the quests up, but you cannot turn in the quests on Fisher, of course, because it's not a combat class. So it'll allow me to pick the quests up, but I won't be able to turn them in. By defending the hedge tree, you've once more proven yourself a friend to Hurstmill. If you can spare a moment, I ask that you speak with others in the hamlet. Many of us here could use a hand, and I can think of none better to assist them. Are there more quests? There are! Oh, hey, actually, this one is... I think this one's a part of the quest line that you normally... that you, do when you start here. So, maybe. I might be wrong. Pardon me, my lady. Might you be the adventurer of whom Eadbert speaks so highly? If you could but spare a moment. I've never thought myself a popular girl, and men rarely give me cause to believe otherwise. Yet lately I've been the recipient of several gifts. Sparkling jewels and fine silks over which a prouder maid than I would surely swoon, all from an anonymous admirer. Naturally, I was flattered, but I knew nothing of my mysterious benefactor, and so I endeavored to seek him out, only to discover that he is none other than Aelbert, an infamous rogue wanted for countless robberies in Gridania. I realize now that all of his presents were taken from others, and that I have unwittingly won the affections of a dangerous criminal. But that's not all. With his latest gift came a request. He insists that we meet in the woods outside of Hurstmill, where he intends to present me with his most precious gift. I am at a loss. I beg of you, my lady, will you not go in my stead? I wish only to be left in peace, but I fear a man such as he may be driven to violence when made to hear such words. I pray no harm comes to you. Okay. I am very, very good with dealing with persistent admirers. I mean, I'm probably just gonna kill him, so. Oh, yep, look at that, he's a corpse. All for naught. I give thanks that you are unharmed, at least. A letter for me? A scented letter. A sweetly scented letter dropped by Albert. See, this one has a cutscene, because it is a part of the quest line. My dearest Ameria, I pray this letter finds you well. I know my gifts were sudden and many, but I hope they were to your liking. Seeing you in the first summer of your womanhood, I could restrain myself no longer. My thoughts have been only of you these past many moons, of what gifts might bring you happiness. Yet to see you smile from afar is not nearly enough. I long to live together with you in Hurstmill, and nothing would bring me greater joy. I would give you a grand garden filled with the white chamomile you love so. But such dreams can never come true. My crimes are known and will never be forgiven. The most I can hope for is for you to know my heart. That would grant me a measure of peace, and so if it does not cause you distress, I would write to you again. Yours ever, Albert. I feel like sending a murderer after her admirer when she didn't actually have all the facts was a little much. But he did attack me first. Thank you for bringing me this letter, Corey. His most precious gift. I understand now. But how did he know my favorite flower? Is Albert? No, it can't be. Anyway, we must return the present to their rightful owners. I know it will not erase this Albert's sins, but perhaps the 12 will view him more kindly. Forgive me this final request, but could you go to Gridania and speak with the woman named Miqo'te? You should find her at the Carline Canopy. Tell her of all that transpired here today. She'll know what to do. Okay. But this is the last of the low-level quests for that zone. And then we can do the higher level quests. And by higher, I think like 25 or 30. A message from Amaria of Hurstmill, you say? I see. Oh, Albert, you fool. I'll deal with the stolen goods. Worry not. Yes, I know of the boy and his family. He once lived in this very town. One day he stole a handful of chamomile seeds from an influential merchant at the Ebony Stalls. You see, this boy had a sister, and chamomile was her favorite flower. Oh, I just killed that chick's brother. Seeing only to make his sister happy, I doubt he grasped the gravity of his act. Regardless, his parents felt that he had brought terrible shame to the family, and so they disowned him. Cast out of hearth and home, he grew desperate, and those who think only of survival think little of law. A common enough tale, perhaps, but no less tragic for it. And now you know the truth. The sister Albert loved so dearly is Ameria. Ameria was too young to remember when Albert left, so her parents decided to conceal his existence. However, word of the boy's banishment soon spread, and her parents were forced to move to Hurstmill to maintain the fiction. By now, Ameria has surely heard rumors of her long-lost brother, though a gentle girl like her would never question her parents' honesty. and whatever faint memories she once may have had are long gone. But Aelbert has never forgotten Emeria. Despite the danger, I suspect he now keeps close to Gridania, refusing to leave his beloved sister a second time. I'll send Emeria some chamomile seeds by way of thanks for helping us to recover the stolen goods. I don't think we actually killed him. I think we injured him because she says he's going to stick close to Gridania, so... If only it were as simple as returning them to their rightful owners. Sadly, Aelbert's crimes will not be so easily forgiven. But perhaps by the time these seeds have sprouted and their flowers bloomed, he will have found a new path. Yeah, I don't think we actually killed him. So that's something at least. Yeah, so the only one that, in Limsa we could not do the one that had an actual storyline. So I wonder why we couldn't do that one, because it's obviously not just because I didn't start there. Because I could do the Gridania one, even though I didn't start there. Who knows? Anyways, let's go to Falgord Float. And, is Falgord Float the right place? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. And start doing all the quests here. Potable perils. How do you fancy Falgord Float, traveler? Fine tea, warm beds, good ale, and good company at the Bobbing Cork. Small wonder that it's many a wayfarer's favorite stop on the road to Corthus. Speaking of the Bobbing Cork, I was sharing a drink and a tale with a traveler just a few bells ago. Apparently, the poor fellow imbibed a bit too heavily, and when he came to, the key to his room was nowhere to be found. What with all the rumors of late, both my friend and the innkeep are worried sick. If you happen to stumble across the key, would you be kind enough to return it to the Cork? You'd be saving more than one man a sleepless night. Okay, this way? So one of the reasons that I'm doing all of these quests is because when I come through later, on the main quests, when I do the main storyline quests that are located here, it'll unlock more side quests, which will be a pain in the ass if I have all of these old ones. So I want to get them all out of the way. Hail, adventurer. If you would not be adverse to courier duty, I am a good courier. Actually, I'm going to be a post-moogle later on, so yeah, that's going to be fun. I have a report that must be delivered to Florentel's Spire with all haste. Mind you, this information is highly classified. I trust you to deliver it directly to the hands of Serpent Lieutenant Vortifont, without sneaking a peek for yourself. No promises. A welcome overstayed. A cozy bed, warm meals, fine spirits. I tell you, friend, ever since I came here, it's like I've died and gone to Nafika's bosom. Right, I would have to care to peek, yes. Go home to Ul'dah? To that ramshackle hovel where nothing awaits but my gill-pinching wife and her endless, whining? Never. Perhaps you can help me. My wife's hired some poor sop to bring me home, but I reckon this'll give him a change of heart. Look. I have no experience being married, but I am a woman, and I can give you some advice. The longer it takes for her to drag you back home, the worse it's going to be for you, dude. Just, if your wife wants you home... Okay, that's my advice. I'll handle that first. Also, if you want to be separate from your wife, divorce is a thing. Actually, no, divorce is a thing in the game, too. Okay. Haughty houseboy. What do you want? The missus paid me a good coin to bring her good-for-nothing husband home. Small envelope. Contains a brief letter written in shorthand by a tiny man. Your gil don't mean nothing to me. The missus paid me... What in the hell's? A room o' me own here at the Cork, plus all the ale I can drink, fully paid, courtesy of Go-Go Lotta? Get out of me way. I'm going to give that man a piece of my mind. Really curious. Like, I never really understood people who complained about their spouses, because you can just leave. You're not, like, permanently tied anymore. I know in old days that used to be a thing where you couldn't actually leave, but, like, just leave. Haha, it would seem your efforts were a success. My wife's associate just stopped by a moment ago. Seems he wanted to express his gratitude in person. Downed a pint of ale and dashed right off to his room, where he's sleeping quite soundly, if his rather conspicuous snoring is any guide. The comforts of life on the road. Okay. Yeah, but this guy wasn't planning on sticking around anyways. But even with that, like, first of all, prenups need to be a thing that are more readily embraced. But yeah. Actually, I like the marriage laws where you take out of the relationship what you put in. No place like home. In all truth, friend, I would like nothing more than to return home to Ul'dah, where my loving wife awaits. Oh, and now he's saying she's a loving wife. What the hell, man? That is, were it not for the small complicating matter. My wares, you see, were stolen from me by the positively frightful band of Quickborn thieves encamped to the south. Why, were I to return home empty-handed, my wife's wrath would make the calamity look like a minor brush fire. No, I fear I have no choice but to prolong my stay. I don't get the people who just like to complain about their spouses when their spouses aren't all that bad. Like, you don't call somebody a nagging wife in one sentence and then a loving wife in another. You know what I mean? I guess I should deliver this letter before they think I peeked. Look at all these quests. These parts abound with particularly ferocious beasts. You do well to keep a wide berth, adventurer, lest I be left to clean your carcass off the forest floor. A detailed account of the events that have occurred near Fallgourd Float. A report from Godwin, you say? Very well, let us see. Traveling merchant, waylaid by Quickborn bandits, adventurer's hand bitten clean off by feral Ziz, etc., etc. The usual banalities. Doesn't seem like anything that I wasn't allowed to read. What's this? Sightings of a masked man? Oh, wait. Oh, shit. This quest definitely should be main story locked. Because we come back here later to investigate a masked man. No casualties yet reported, but due vigilance should be exercised. Troubling news indeed. These parts are perilous enough without some masked marauder stirring up trouble. Thank you, friend. Rest assured that the Adder will be on the lookout for this interloper. Hunger is the best sauce. The freeze that came in the Calamity's wake has rendered Coerthus nigh inhospitable. Oh, I saw a picture of what Coerthus looked like in 1.0, and it's fucking green plains and pretty mountains, no snow. It's fucking amazing. I definitely suggest looking it up, but yeah, the Calamity froze Coerthus. Many of the creatures that once made their homes there have been forced to migrate lest they starve. Some arrive on our doorsteps with naught else on their mind but to feed. The worst of the beasts are the jackals, who have been spotted not far from this very spire. Adventurer, we call upon your skill to dispatch these beasts before they make a meal of some unguarded traveler. This, begging your pardons, fetid dodo meat will serve Admiral as bait. Okay. Okay. Save the trees! As a woodwiller, it is my sworn duty to protect my nation from the Ixal. Yet as a Gridanian, it pains me to see the trees around me wither and die while we are off fighting battles. Shroud hares have grown destructive of late, gnawing away at trees and ripping shrubs from the ground. Yet we cannot very well tell the birdmen to stay their spears while we hunt oversized slugs, can we? I mean, you could. I don't think it would work. And so I turn to you, adventurer. Pour this week-old ale over the scarred trees, and the culprits should be along in short order. You would bring the wood much succor if you could put them down. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. No problem. Nope. This? Nope. Oh. Oh, right. These ones are higher level. Okay. I don't want to join a fate. I want to find... Ah, there it is. Ah! Okay. And then over here... somewhere. There it is. Why is the fucking tree... Why is the key on this annoying... Balance! I can balance! It's fine. Like... What was he doing to get the key over there is my question. But, come on, up. Okay. I'm not moving. I will fall, and it will suck. And I'll just take it. Hold on. Way down there. Okay. By the way, I totally did that on purpose and landed on the tree perfectly so that I wouldn't have 0 health when I got down here. Believe it or not, I'm actually pretty good at jumping games in this game. Actually, when I get to Kugane, I'm looking forward to doing the jumping puzzle. You know, the big one. I've only done it like 3 times. So... I don't know if I'm going to do it on stream or not, or if I'm just going to start a stream with me being up on the top of a tower. Either one would be good. I fall down a lot, but I can eventually get up there. And of course, if I was streaming it, I would fall down even more because, like, that's the rule of being on stream, right? Failure is better content, yes. Thank you, Adventure. I can battle the Ixal with a clear conscience now, knowing that those like you are friends to the forest. Florentel, whose name this spire bears, was one of the greatest heroes from the time of Gridanian's founding. His martial exploits were exceeded only by his love for the forest, and his love for Eugenia, the namesake of our sister spire. Oh, do such tales of yore not set your heart aflutter? Sure. I mean, that is why I'm doing all the quests, to get all the lore. Pumicious Pursuits. As you have proven yourself a capable ally, I would entrust to you a task more ambitious than the slaying of hares. Perhaps you have encountered curious constructs of living stone in these parts. They emerged from the sundered landscape in the wake of the calamity, and their numbers have only burgeoned henceforth. For each one we slay, another rises to the surface to take its place. My comrades and I are at a wit's end. It is clear that we must take this battle to the source. There is a researcher by the name of Yom Epokan who frequents the Bobbing Cork and Fallgourd float. I suspect she might be able to shed light on the matter. Take this sealing vessel and capture the living soulstone of one of the golems. Mind you, you will have to weaken the brute first. Deliver the soulstone to Yom Epokan and see if she cannot ascertain the golem's origins. Okay. And you? We are most grateful. This kind of situation would not have arisen ere the calamity came and made Korthus nigh uninhabitable to its local fauna. With their waters hoarded in vaults of ice and their herbage held under the snow, the larger beasts have become positively infernal in their need to survive. Take heed if you head northbound, for know that you are riding into battle. Interesting after hearing you speak. Yeah, some of it's odd. But then again, there are a lot of other odd things, like jail being spelled gal. We haven't seen that yet, but I'm going to stumble over that word just because I know it's pronounced jail, but the way it is spelled, it completely throws me off every time I see it. Bloody souse, that's what I always say. If you can't hold your liquor, stick to tea. I'm sorry, do you have something for me? A key to a private room at the Bobbing Cork. Why, I've been searching everywhere for that key. You're a godsend, friend. You must forgive me. There are rumors of late of a suspicious masked man in these parts, and they've got both me and my customers on edge. Any road, thanks to you, that ale-swilling fool can sleep soundly in his bed tonight. You do well to find safe lodgings as well, friends. Oh, the way I'm sitting? Yeah, I keep on adjusting, so... Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a better mic. Okay. You know what it is? I'm using a mic that has a, that wraps around the back, and every time I put my head up when I lean forward, it pushes on the back band and makes the microphone move from right in front of my mouth. That's probably what it is. I'll have to watch that. Okay. Alright, let's collect my reward and the next quest. So also, they mentioned the masked man again. I wonder if, because I'm doing these quests now, that when we're doing the main story quests, when we're investigating a masked man, that it'll be mentioned that I've already heard rumors of a masked man. You know what I'm saying? I doubt it. I think these quests really should have been main quest locked, like a lot of other quests are, but... You see that painting over there? Well, of course you can't. It's covered in a fortnight's worth of dust thanks to my do-nothing employees. I am not one of your employees. I do not want to clean up after your employees. I'd dust them right off myself, but I reckon the sluggards would better learn their lesson if they saw a customer like you doing the deed. No, employees are more likely to do their jobs if a manager is also doing their jobs. What do you say? A few swishes with this chocobo duster should do the trick, and I'll make it worth your while. Okay. Oh, wait. This guy we're going to talk to when we do the Lancer's quests. Alright. Thanks, friend. If only my employees shared the love of fine art that you and I do, eh? The paintings upstairs, especially, don't ask me why, but the lonesome figure standing there, gazing off into the distance. I'm not usually the sentimental type, but it stirs something inside me. Is he wistfully remembering adventures long past, or steeling his nerves for a battle to come? Sadly, what with the artist's identity a mystery, we might never know. Oh yeah, and then, you probably missed it, but when we were up there cleaning that painting, the big Rogadin standing near it said Master. So, yeah. Trouble on the road. Just look at the time. Whatever is keeping her. My apologies, friend. You've caught me in a fretful humor. A young girl has reserved a room with me tonight, yet she's nowhere to be found. And there are ill rumors around these parts of late. Try as I might, I can't help but fear the worst. Might you be so kind as to go check if she is well? Sure. Oh, this guy is in my way. Don't think... Yeah, he's not one of the golems I need to get the core from. I don't think. Possibly. He might be, actually. No, he's not. He's a clay golem. I need it from the other tech golem. Yeah, I mean, it still does kind of suck. I'm just over-leveled. Actually, I have noticed the reason why a lot of things that I did the first time I played this game sucked at the time is because I never bought armor. I always just accepted the armor from quests. And that wasn't high enough armor level to actually do the area that you get the armor in. So, a lot of it was just item level. Thank you, friend. Why, I thought I was done for. One moment I was standing here enjoying the scenery while my chocobo enjoyed a much-deserved nap, and the next... It sends a shiver down my spine just to recall it. Any road, please thank the innkeeper for his concern, and tell him that I will be on my way as soon as my bird awakes. This is not a good napping place for your bird, by the way. Just saying. So I've got a quest over here. I need to collect a core. And I got a quest over there. You are not the type of golem I'm looking for. Oh, I see some. I see them on my map. You, come here. That should be enough. There we go. Yep. Got him. Run, little guy. Okay. And then I'm looking for a courier. Maybe? Oh no, the stolen goods. Oh look, a giant bear. Look at that giant bear. He's so fluffy. He's so fluffy. He's so fluffy. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna teleport back because I'm lazy. Okay. Over this way. Okay. You need to investigate this core. Yam Ipokan? Why, that's me. At least, that's who I think I am. Did you need something from me? Do you not know who you are? Living soulstone. Though removed from the body, the heart of a golem still throbs with magics. Gumais polems. I fear I'm not familiar with them. Pumais golems, on the other hand, Orion has told me all about them. Let us see what you've brought me now. Oh, I can just feel it pulsing with energy. You've certainly found a live one, haven't you? I must begin my analysis straight away. Now, where did I put my glasses? I don't think this girl knows what's going on around her. But anyways, I got your goods. Oh, woe is me. A merchant without his wares is not worth a lump of opo dung. How can I ever show my face to my dearest wife again? Oh, now she's your dearest wife. Goods stolen from the merchant Gogolata by Quickquern bandits. Here you go. My wares! Why, wherever did you find them? The Quickquern camp? Exactly as I told you? Preposterous. Why, I didn't think you'd actually, that is to say, I'm in your debt once again, friend. Thanks to you, I can at long last return to Ul'dah, where my loving wife awaits. Then again, there was those nasty rumors going around of late. A masked man, was it? Indeed, the roads may not yet be safe. Though it pains me so, I fear no I've no recourse but to sojourn here for a while longer. He's making excuses to stay away from his loving wife. The girl's safe. Thank you, friend. Those are the best tidings I've received all day, and here I'd feared the worst. Why, if she'd ended up in the clutches of that masked... But I mustn't think such ill thoughts. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best get back to work. Something tells me the girl will be needing a warm bed and a hot meal more than ever. I'm a loving... However, there's a high chance that she's a Lalafell, and we all know what Lalafell are like. Meals for minors. My dear lady, I dare say you are more reliable than the rest of my hired help put together. For better or for worse, this means I've got another job for you. I've got 3 basket lunches here that need delivering to Finder's Bluff. After the last adventurer scarfed down 3 boxes on his own and ran off without paying his tab, I need someone I can trust. Sure. I mean... I hardly even eat the food I have. I always forget. Alright guys, I'm here to deliver lunch. You, have some lunch. Digging for gold day and night sure works me up an appetite. Is it time for lunch yet? Yes. The Bobbing Cork's realm-famous basket lunch, filled with freshly made finger foods from the forest. Want to master Olean's specialty basket lunches? Well, now, don't mind if I do. You? Bloody hog of an adventurer, stealing the food of honest, hard-working men. Are my eyes to be believed? Thank you, friend. It's good to know some adventurers can still be trusted. Will my tummy not stop rumbling? Tummy, I command you, cease your rumbling. From Ulain, you say? My tummy and I are much obliged. Okay, he's got a quest for me. Digging in the dark. Pray help me, friend. I've run clean out of lantern fuel, and I'm afeard I won't make it long past sundown. I've not tried it myself, but I've heard that you can fashion makeshift lanterns by stealing those flying balloons inside here lamps. Of course, that might take some coercion before they go in, if you know what I mean. Whack with sword until I can shove in glass? Okay. That should be enough. Pop. Nope. Pop. There we go. You know, I'm kind of looking forward to playing a warrior, like, through the storyline. Because I really want to do the, let me ask you a question thing a lot. I'm going to do it a lot. Like, Paladin is okay, you know, let me sword you, but, yeah. Shit, I don't think I'm going to do... Because I have a plan. I've separated it out to which class I'm going to play through each expansion. And I don't think I'm going to be playing Warrior until Shadowbringers. Were you able to fashion some lamps for me, friend? Yeah, I got your lamps. An underdeveloped void scent balloon thrashes about inside the globe, ready to self-destruct at any moment. Oh, so the best kind of lamps. The lamps that will explode any second. You're a godsend. Thanks to you, I'll be digging long past sundown tonight. Them's gold in their hills. Hi-ho. Yeah. Hey, I got a level! Da, da, da. Okay. A leg up. Mayhap you can help me, friend. I've got me eyes set on new veins of ore, but these legs of mine aren't quite long enough to get me there. Might you be so kind as to set these ladders up for me? I do it myself, but these parts have been terribly dangerous of late. Okay. Ha! You want me to set up the ladders that you're going to use later, and the reason you can't do it is because it's too dangerous to be out there. So wouldn't you climbing the ladders to get at the gold be... Okay, I guess I'm just too stupid to understand your logic. Okay. I do it myself, but I'm a lazy fuck. Yes. Also, these aren't very big lanterns. Or, ladders. So, like... Okay. Like, I feel like these type of ladders could be carried around. You know? You carry it to where you want to go, pop it down. Where's this other one go? Oh, down here. You're gonna make me go all the way down here. And you pick it up and you go to the next one. Like, really? You have to have stationary ladders? Apparently. Am I going the right way? No. I am so happy that I'm too high level for those things to notice me, because fighting off 20 Ziz and Bane Mites are annoying. Alrighty then. Okay, buddy, I placed your ladders, you lazy fuck. Truly, you've done me well again. Well, what with all those nasty critters lurking about, I never could have done the job myself. It took 2 seconds, dude. I know not what manner of ore lies in wait, but mark me words, one day I'll strike it rich and leave this place behind for good. I mean, it's hard to strike it rich when you're too lazy to do the work. But, back to the Fogboard. Eline's famous basket lunches hit the spot, eh? I thought as much. The prospector at Finder's Bluff aren't just digging for personal fortune, you know. Each ons of gold help this region thrive and prosper. I'm happy to return the favor. I think some of them are too lazy to be working over there, but okay. You've gone above and beyond for me, and for this you have my thanks. Next time you fancy a tale, or just a respite from the road, know that there's always a place for you here at the Bobbing Cork. Yay! I mean, to be fair, only one of those guys actually gave me chores. The rest just took the food and pretended I didn't exist. So... But, that is all of the quests here in North Shroud. So... we can move on. And the question is, we've still got East Shroud and South Shroud. I already have a quest for East Shroud to go to Little Solace, and some of the quests in South Shroud are too high level for me, probably. So let's go to East Shroud. Yeah. There are plenty of quests here. Welcome to Hawthorne's Hut. Let's see. Also, I think one of the reasons I don't like Gridania is because the sheer amount of Elizin with unpronounceable names. Okay. The replacement Kohler. You have the look of one who has seen more than her fair share of danger. I am Florimond, a sentry of Jocelyn's Spire. And though you would be forgiven for imagining me a sentry of this hut, so seldom have I left it in recent days. I sustained an injury, you see, and have been out of commission for some time. Anyway, my wood whaler comrades are about to commence a coaling operation in the bramble patch, and the thought of them marching into the jaws of danger while I languish here like a coddled babe is frankly too much to bear. I realize this is sudden, but might I trouble you to take part in the operation in my stead? If you would do me this favor, seek out Captain Anud? I'm gonna call her Anud. At Jocelyn's Spire. He will tell you all you need to know. Okay. Fabulous. What brings you here, adventurer? Florimond's replacement, you say, and you are aware of the risks. Aye, well, you do seem a capable sort. Florimond's task was to be the slaying of 6 black bats in the bramble patch. I take it you will now see to this? Very well. I wish you the best of luck. Yeah. Also, speaking about places that suck to go at level, down there with all the wild hogs and murderous trees, yeah. Getting murdered by hogs. Oh, fun. Swinophobia. Speaking of hogs, those frightful snouts, tusks like onto spears, and the squealing, that dreadful squealing, a deathheim that haunts my dreams each night. Why, oh why did I ever leave home to come here? Hail, adventurer. Your sharp-eyed mane tells me you're keen to prove yourself, and to your good fortune, I've a menial task ideal for one of your fair to middling abilities. Wild boars plague the bramble patch, and it's about time that someone culled the herd. Well, hop to it now. And the reason you're not doing that? Oh, it's because you're afraid of pigs. Coward. Look, I'm just saying, don't join a military or armed force or police force if you're going to be afraid of what you're supposed to be hunting. Just saying. Like, being a coward is not a big deal if you are a civilian. Like, if you're not required to fight for your job or whatever, then yeah, it's fine. Be afraid of whatever you want. But when part of your job requires you to poke boars with your stick, Just saying. Okay. And I need 2 more bats. Oh look, 2 more bats. Oop. Alrighty. Okie dokie. So you have seen to the black bats? We couldn't have asked for a better substitute. You have my gratitude. Now, at the risk of seeming brazen, I would ask you a favor of my own. Might you bear a message to Florimond for me? The lad is being overly hard on himself for his absence. Tell him that his fretting avails no one, he himself least of all. He serves the wood-whalers best by getting back on his feet with all swiftness, and that requires peace of mind. Okay. Please, you have my vow. I shall wear boarskin armor no more. I will starve before I partake in the tiniest morsel of salted pork. Just make them go away. What? The swine plague? Plague the bramble patch no more? Oh, thank you, friend. To speak the truth of it, I have been plagued by dreadful phobia of those tusked monstrosities in the recent weeks. But I realize this will not do. Jocelyn's Spire overlooks a hub of trade and military activity, and to shirk my duties would be to be a dishonor to the hero whose name this spire bears. Yes, exactly. Do your job. You have instilled no small measure of courage in me today, friend, and for this I am grateful. Stand-in sentry. Oh. You look to be made of sterner stuff than the average adventurer. How would you fancy doing your bit to preserve the peace? We patrol the area night and day, but a recent skirmish put a dozen of my best men in the infirmary, and were so sorely short-handed as a result. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, dishonor on your cow! We patrol the area night and day, but a recent skirmish put a dozen of my best men in the infirmary, and were solely short-handed as a result. I'd be grateful if you could help fill in for the wounded. Now, there are 3 strategic positions on our patrol route, each marked by a twin adder standard. What you need to do is go to the 3 locations in turn, and hold your ground for a while. Nothing to it, see? Yeah, sure, nothing to it. Let's go down and turn this quest in first. See if he's got anything else for me. Okay. A message from Captain Anud? I see. The captain speaks true, I must say. A great weight has been lifted from my shoulders. As bade, I shall focus on all my energies on recovering. The sooner to resume my duties. My thanks again, friend. Okay, cool. No more work for me. Here. Stand here and watch. It says it's a lemur, but it just looks like a giant opo to me. Okay, oh, wrong way. I totally know where I'm going. There's the other one. Hog! Okay. And that's that. Good to see you back in one piece. Is there aught to report? A run-in with fell fiends, you say? That is passing odd. We have never had trouble with the local fauna on this patrol route in the past. Mayhap their numbers are on the rise. We must keep a close eye on things. Anyway, my thanks for your help, friend. Yay! Okay. Alright, so that's all of the low-level quests here in Hawthorne. I have a level 40-something quest over at Little Solace, which I have never been to before in my life. Yeah. Oh, right. There's actual music here. Hello there. You're an adventurer. Say, you don't happen to have some sweet rose perfume, do you? I do. Oh yeah, this is the quest that asked me to deliver this perfume and myself to this guy. A fragrant mist created by collecting the essential oil of Azima rose via a arduous distillation process. Selene's a good one, all right. Both the perfume and the adventurer. She knows how to get things done, that woman. Yep. Some seedy business. My master sent me to these parts to bring back the seeds of the Sylvan Lily. But look, it's really difficult to find something in a place you don't even know. So I thought I'd go to the Sylphs. First, I asked Selene what gifts I should get, and since I couldn't find any of that sweet rose stuff, I asked Selene to get me some. And then I thought about how much better it would be to have an envoy, you know, someone not me talk to the Sylphs. I mean, they're very strange. So I asked Selene to find me a good adventure, so what you're saying is you're racist. Look, I'm doing the best I can here. Yes, I could be doing it myself, but then Master probably won't get his seeds. So, will you please give the perfume to the Sylphs and find out where the lily seeds are? That's all. And when you're done with that, could you collect the seeds and deliver them to Master Botanist Kane at the Sanctum of the 12? Are you going to do anything? That's all. I'll ask Selene to do the rest. So, no, you're just going to stand here looking sorry for yourself. Wow. Impressive. Delexia. Her name is Delexia. She's adorable. Or they. Or it. Whatever. Gathering one does not observe common courtesy. This one thinks Gathering one must learn manners. I got you this perfume. This one likes the scent of the sweet rose. The bottle makes a scented mist this one also likes. Walking one brings good gifts. Walking one seeks seeds of sylvan lily. Walking one shall find it in larkspur if lucky. Lucky and looking at the ground. This one warns walking one. Lark's call is full of touched ones. I need to make this bigger. There we go. It's probably too big, but This one warns Walking One, Larkskull is full of touched ones. Touched ones not kind like these ones. Walking One will be careful, yes? Yeah. Oh, Larkskull. One of my least favorite places to go. Actually, Larkskull isn't as bad as the Sylphlands, which is just a little bit farther north than Larkskull, but is still pretty bad. I was having to do some hunting log stuff over here, and the problem is my level was lower than theirs, so I was getting raped by Morbros. It was fabulous. Also, these guys are closer to my level, so I actually have to work. Oh right, and everything over here will actually see me and decide to attack me. Fuck. Can we not fight everything in the zone? And also everything in the zone gives poison, so that's pleasant. Okay. Over here. Avoid. Yeah, over here I actually have to watch where I'm going because these guys will notice me and will decide that they want to gangbang me. Come on, hurry up and die, you little shit. Oh, it has a heal. Of course it has a fucking heal. Okay. Still got one more. Don't notice me, senpai. Shit! Oh my god, there are so many. Don't notice me. Hi. Fuck! Fuck! Okay, I guess I'm fighting both of them. And one of them has a stun. And a paralyze. Fabulous. I think I preferred the poison. Also, I don't have any heals. Mainly because I'm not a paladin, I'm a gladiator. I really shouldn't be over here as a gladiator. So normally, I would take the shortest possible route to get to the quest. However, the shortest possible route involves a lot of evil things that want to kill me, so I'm just going to take... If this Paralyze will let me teleport, I'm going to take the long way that's lower level. Yeah, there's a lot of status effects up here. It's a fate. Was it up or down? It was up. Sweet. I remembered the right way. And this is the chapel where people go to get married. Also, this just looks cool. I bet it's night. I'd love to get a picture of that. I might come back during the day and get me a nice picture. Okay, windy wedding. The sanctum feels so very sanctified, don't you find? A very good friend of mine, practically sisters we are, is to be joined to her beloved here, and I've been invited. It is such an honor. You ought to see her trousseau? I don't know. But I digress. So easy to do that about dresses, don't you find? Especially about Mericidian Samite and this wonderfully fine lace made by tiny Lalafellan children. Wait, excuse me? There I go again. I meant to ask you about wind sprites. Do pardon me. I'm sorry. Do you have a cloth trade that is just Lalafellan children? Well, not really wind sprites so much as their cores. I need 4 of them. Why? Oh, I can't tell you. Not until you get them. Secrets are so much fun, don't you find? No. What is wrong with you? I mean, I get Lalafels are evil, but they're children. Huh? What? Okay. Anyways, I have things for you. Good, good. All I need is a bed of sylvan lilies there. Here you go. And these are the seeds of the sylvan lily? How did you know? Ah, I see. Julerand. Had you do all the work, did he? Yes, he did. Little shit. Out of these seeds will come white flowers, the tint of pure light without even a hint of color. That is what faith is, you see. There are 12 hues, 12 paths to travel to a place where all walls fall and all hues become as one. But I am a botanist. 'Twould be a poor garden that has but one hue. I hope you will take respite here and see the beauty we have wrought. Okay. This one's for the lovers. Once, when I was doing some work in the herb garden, a goldsmith was there installing new veins on the whirligig. We got to talking, and do you know what she did? She wed me, the minx. We got to talking, and the next thing I know, I was married. The 12 give in mysterious ways, and these gardens have seen their share of lovers. I can spot them quite easily. Why, there was one just now. Head over heels, yet tongue-tied. Youth is wasted on the young. Well, I must have such a clod as that. I must have been such a clod as that once, though I refuse to believe it in my heart. We must stand together, we clods in love. May I ask you to slip him a bouquet of my special Azima roses? Sure. I don't mind wingmanning some guy. Where is he? Am I missing him? Oh, there he is. Nervy Nipper. We are 2 souls inhabiting one body and... Wait, that's not right. Oh no, I should have learned to talk. I mean, should have. A stunning bouquet of roses named after Azima, the warden. Here you go. No thanks, I'm taken. Oh, a delivery from a friend of the happy couple. This is beautiful, and it smells so good too. Thank you. Really, thank you. I don't need a speech. I'm just going to give her these roses and tell her the truth. I spent the morning at the sanctum, pledging my love for her for the 12. Fabulous. I make a magnificent wingman. Went well, did it? Everyone needs a little help sometimes. We who work in the Guardians know that better than most. The great oaks, the tender seedlings, exotics, and the commonplace, they all need care. Even you, adventurer. Aw, that's nice. Okay, let's go murder some electricity. Or no, wind. I'm murdering wind. I stabbed the river. For honor! Okay. Now if I remember correctly, across the bridge is where the sprites are, and across the bridge is also level 40. So, I have to be a little tricksy here. Yeah. Let's see if I can just pull you over here. Ah, fuck. You know what? This is fine. There we go. Ha! Success! Okay. My plan was a success. Okay, so my next target is in between all of those Morbros. Yeah, no. I'm good. I'll just wait for these ones to respawn. It's fine. Oh, there's one. Let's grab him. Get over here. Come on. Come this way more. Ah, I hate ranged fuckers. Pulling them is such a pain in my ass. Okay, that one respawned. Sweet. Right on time. Okay, that should be far enough. So I was thinking about unlocking dungeons because there are a couple of dungeon quests that are available to me, even though I haven't done the storyline. But those dungeons are Zamail's Darkhold, Aurum Vale, and I think the Sunken Temple of Khorne. And all of those are ones that they're over level 30. And guess what you should have when you're doing dungeons that are over level 30? A jobstone, which I don't have. So, I was thinking about going and getting those quests and just unlocking the dungeons to help me level up. But, I mean, I'd be trying to level up a tank without a jobstone in a dungeon. people, might I add. Because I think most of those... The side quest dungeons don't have follower support yet. Though they are getting follower support in the next patch, I think. At least one or two of them. So, maybe? But chances are that if I queued up with randos, that they would kick me the moment they realized I wasn't wearing a jobstone. You have the cores? Wonderful. Oh, this will be the social event of the season. So exciting. My friend and I are very close. Practically sisters, you know. Yes, you mentioned that. Right when you were mentioning the Lalafell children. The wind generated by these lighter-than-air cores has the force to send a man's hat sailing over 5 score yalms. Thank you ever so much. Shall I tell you my little secret? Well, since you've been so very helpful, I'm going to use these when it's time to throw the rose petals. It will be quite the flower storm, to be sure. 4 is too many? Are you sure? Well, I suppose I should try it beforehand once. Perhaps in my own estate. It is the social event of the season. Yeah. Okay. And that was the last quest here in the East Shroud. So guess where we're going next? We're making progress. We've got one more Gridania zone to level, or to quest in. However, if you'll notice, Quarry Mill is fucking filled with quests. Like there's some up there, there's 3 over there. Some over there. There's one over there. Yeah, Quarry Mill is a mess. And some of them are higher level. Most of them are very easy, but some of them, hold on. We're gonna go to Busker on Druthers, because that's where we're questing first. Those are the lower level ones. But some of them require you going to Earth's Gift, which is a level 46, 47 area. And I can't turn those quests in. Actually, I am 46, so if they're 46, I can do it. Alright, see you in a sec. Alright. So, got a few quests here in Busker on Druthers. I don't think these ones get their quest lines until after you do the main story quest, so I think it's just like 3 or 4 quests here. Maybe 5. But before that, I need to refill my cup with good stuff. So, I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be back in a sec. I have returned. Yeah, I did take a break because my cup was getting awfully empty. And I need to keep hydrated. So. And you didn't miss much of anything at all, because we just arrived here at Buscaron's Druthers. I don't think there are too many quests here, so... I think most of them are main story locked. Cloven-hoofed horrors. You look to be a doughty sort. Perhaps I could trouble you with a task? Recently, I shared a flagon with a merchant from Ul'dah. Oh, that was a bad idea. Who regaled me with her tales of dangers from the road. Worst of all, she said she had it was the ferocious beast that nigh gored her within an ilm of her life just when she thought she'd reached the forest's safe embrace. Okay, Uldans are known to exaggerate a little bit. Probably don't take everything they say at face value. What manner of beast, you say? You'll not believe this, but it was a antelope. Yes, I doubted mine own ears when I heard the tale, but 'twould seem a most ill-tempered strain of the beast roams the land south of the Druthers of late. You might recognize them by the scars they bear from frenzied battles with man and fellow beast alike. One last thing. I would give you this freshly made bowl of Sparhawk egg soup to aid you in battle. You may chuckle, but the spices contained within are known to sap the energy of these plant-eating beasts. Now, go carefully, and don't let those doe eyes lull you into a false sense of security, lest the next sail you down spill freely from the myriad holes in your body. Right. No guts, no glory. Fabulous quest name. That glint in your eye. You're no stranger to violence, are you? Oh, definitely not. Got a job for a hard lass like ye, I have. Run along to the river east of here and gut me 3 smallmouth orobon. Will ya? They've been gobbling down all the fishies what Buscaron serves us for dinner. And we can't have that, now can we? No. Come back to me dirtied up with fish guts and I'll see you treated to a proper Druthers regular. Okay. Murder! Okay. That's that one. And let's go check out this antelope that supposedly gored the fuck out of a merchant. I mean, he probably deserved it. Okay. Oh, there he is. Okay. Here's the thing. These ones wouldn't attack the merchant unless he attacked them first. Just saying. Because these ones are peaceful. Unless you piss them off. Okie dokie. So, to the adventurers, merchants, and laborers that come here to partake in fine ale and fine company, the Druthers is like a second home, even an only home to the more unfortunate. We'd be fools not to avail ourselves of the protection of wood whalers and the god's quiver, but there lies a special satisfaction in defending one's own home. You've done us all proud today, friend. Okay. By murdering some peaceful beasts with stew? Okay. The trees have eyes. This tavern is sheltered by the Shroud, imparting a sense of peace and tranquility to all within. It is for this reason, as much as Buscaron's ale and yarns of adventure, that wayfarers from across the realm find respite at these tables. But the protection of the forest is not to be taken for granted. No, we must respect and honor the trees. Only in doing so will they do the same for us. And so I would ask you to perform a simple task. You are to make an offering to one of the forest's fallen guardians. Not far from here lie the withered remains of a treant who perished protecting the forest it so loved. Obtain the umbels of 4 antelope, does, and 2 freshly plucked kedtrap petals, then place them before the treant. After the offering has been made, kneel and bow your head in deference. I can promise you that when you arise, you will do so with a newfound understanding of the significance of my words. Yeah. The problem is part of the quest line is story locked. The ones where you talk to the you talk to the guys, and everybody, even the people that don't like you, all are there to defend Buscaron's druthers. Take care of them, Oberon, did ya? Reckon I'll be tucking into a bowl of river trout afore long then, or a nice bit of pike, perhaps. Old Buscaron, you know, he's always done right by me, no matter what I might have gotten up to back in the day, so I don't take kindly to them as would make trouble for him, even if they're fish. You seem like a trustworthy sort, and I can see you've got some skill from your work as an adventurer. Let's see you put 'em to work for the old man, eh? Stash Saboteur. Been taking me advice and putting your skills to work at the druthers, have you? Now that's what I like to see from a strappin' young lass. Well, tighten your bootstraps, 'cause I've got another job for you. Was down in a pint at Buscaron's finest the other day when I heard that the Quickquern are hoarding stashes of poisons around these parts. Can't say for sure what they're up to, but it can't be nothing good. What say you take these fire pots here and go blow up the whole bleeding lot? I mean, that's one way to handle them. There are actually a few quest lines here at Buscaron's, but most of them are just... Was there a fate there? Must have been. Anyways. I need to kill a few more antelopes, and since I'm here... Last one of these guys, and then I can go blow some fuckers up. I can't jump that fits. Okay, make the splody bits more splody. Okay. The poison sashes are no more, you say? Good lass. Your next pint will be on me. Were it my druthers, I'd grab those quickcorn one by one and string 'em up by their ratty ears, but old man Buscaron won't have none of that. Says each battle we forgo now saves us one down the road. And to tell the truth, I'm starting to come round to his ways. Okay. Okay, this one gives a minion. Hail, friend. Would you fancy a flagon of ale, or perhaps... Ah, an adventurer. I can scarce believe my fortune. I was just looking for someone who might assist me in checking on the welfare of a couple of regulars. To be precise, I'm looking for an expedition team poking around in the ruins of Issamhar, due south of here. They usually turn up at the druthers every few days, covered in dust and hungering for a hot meal, but they've not been in for nigh on a week. Could well be that they're simply occupied with scholarly business, but they'd be running low on supplies by now, and that concerns me. Please, pay them a visit at the ruins and see if aught's amiss. You're looking for one by the name of Iriel? By the way, I forgot the other one's name. Oh, look! Speaking of gigantic holes... Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Ariel. Yes, may I help you with something? Ah, Yeon was concerned for our well-being. How positively sweet of her, but as you can see, we are both quite hale and decidedly not deceased. We did, however, encounter certain practical difficulties when a veritable legion of Chicos burst forth from the depths of the pit. Your timing is impeccable, as we've only just succeeded in clambering out. In fact, since you are here, perhaps you might prevent a similar situation by slaughtering a number of the pests, say 5 or so. This should be sufficient to frighten the rest of the brood back to the shadows below. No offense, but bugs aren't particularly frightenable. Like, you can murder all the flies in the world. It's not going to stop more flies from getting in your face. Potsherds for posterity. Ah, you're an adventurer, are you not? Tell me, have you any experience in the field of relic hunting? I am currently attempting to catalog all of the artifacts in this area, you see, but I am finding the task rather more time-consuming than I had initially anticipated. I am all but convinced that we stand at what was once Gelmora's residential district. Alas, I have yet to recover a sufficiency of domestic objects to confirm my theory. Should you happen upon any such items while wandering the area, I would be most grateful if you'd bring them to me. Sure. Let's poke. And more pokes. And more pokes. Even bigger. Okay. I think that was the last one. Yep, okay. Now let's pick up garbage. Oh, there's one. I missed one. Up. 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 Jump! Jump, you little short-legged fucker! Okay. One's in a tree. That's a weird place for some pottery. Also, I missed some. There's one over there. And way over there. Okay. Okay. Here we are. I got your garbage. Back so soon? Are you quite certain you exercise the appropriate amount of care and delicacy in your search? No. You didn't say anything about delicacy when you told me to pick up your garbage. These artifacts are hundreds of years... Oh, never mind. Show me what you found. A piece of pottery dating back to an age when the city-state of Gilmora prospered. Yes, these are most certainly examples of Gelmoran tableware. Judging by the shape and ornamentation, they appear to be cups of the kind once used to serve herbal infusions. Or possibly vegetable broth? Perfect. My work here is far from done, but this discovery brings me one tantalizing step closer to realizing my dream, the restoration of these ruins, and their re-establishment as a settlement for Duskrite Ellazin. Good luck with that. Gridanians have long perceived my people as outcasts and brigands. Yet, if we Duskrites can return a measure of prosperity to this fallen city, we would no longer need to resort to common theft or banditry in order to make ends meet. Imagine it! I think you're underestimating the racism of the Gridanians. But I am rambling. Thank you for your help. Yes, I picked up teacups for him. My, that was marvelous work, adventurer. Many thanks. Perhaps now we might return to our research in relative peace. Oh, the ruins you can see down there are part of the ancient subterranean city known as Gelmora. For Duskrite Ellazin such as ourselves, it represents a valuable and unexpected opportunity to learn more about the settlement where our ancestors once dwelled. Yet, as fascinating as the ruins are, I do believe I've had my fill of the inside of that hole for the time being. At any rate, you can assure Ion that the two of us, particularly my brother, are quite well and will soon be along to partake in Buskrun's finest meat and mead. Cool. I do like meat. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet. And by that I mean I've eaten like hours and hours ago. I had a hot dog at like 2 a.m. and that was my breakfast. But I haven't decided what I want to eat because I have nothing in my house to eat. Actually, I have plenty in my house to eat, but none of it is what I want to eat. And I don't know what I want to eat. It's kind of like when you can't decide which game you want to play even though you have tons of games. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you, friend. Buskron might come off as a rough-hewn to strangers, but I tell you, he'd be right devastated were anything to happen to one of his regulars. You know exactly of what I speak. What's that? Ariel assures me that her brother is in fine fettles as well? Why, I have not the slightest idea of whom she speaks, nor why that would concern me. So either she likes the brother or she doesn't like the brother. Sometimes hard to tell with women. Okay, yeah. So I have a question for you. Do you think I should do the Corthin side quests and Mordona side quests while I'm doing the rest of these quests, or should I wait until later? Because if I don't do them while I'm doing all of these little side quests, I'm going to get to Korthus, and the map is going to be filled with quests, and I'm going to cry when I get there in the storyline. But also, there are a lot of like, I've had to go there a few times to do hunting log stuff, and there are a lot of side quests over there, and I'm concerned for the amount of side quests. I mean, obviously I wouldn't do it today. I'd probably wait until like next week. But yeah. Anyways, here's some. When making an offering of antelope innards to the spirits of the wood, it is proper if they are still warm. Well, that's disturbing. I feel like there are just so many in Korthus already, though. Like, I'm going to be... And also, it'll slow down story progression if I'm doing it as a part of the main storyline, because that's kind of like an important part of the story. Like, the spirit of the woods despise those creatures who shun harmony, such as the ravenous kedtraps. Offering up the seedkin's petals will soothe the savage spirits. And then Neil. Alright. And also, doing the main storyline will make more side quests pop up. So, like... I might... So, after I finish all of this zone is actually the last zone in Gridania that we have to do. The next time I stream, I'll be doing the class quests for the Gridania classes. And then I'll do the 3 dungeons. You know, the first 3 dungeons that you do. And... You know what? I might do the Korthus ones and the Mordona ones after I get a Chocobo. How's that? After a Freet. Yeah, that sounds good. I like the idea of that. Okay. You have placed the offering as I asked. Thank you. The trance you have honored was not always withered thus. Unable to bear the changes racking the forest in the wake of the calamity, it lost all trace of vibrant life, wasting away into its current haggard appearance. Yeah, and honestly, Korthus, because there's a lot of back and forth between those 3 towns, and only one of them has a fucking aetheryte, having a chocobo would be really fucking nice. I'm just saying. It lost all trace of vibrant life, wasting away to its current haggard appearance. You adventurers may see treants as little more than overgrown adversaries, but many of us local folk revere these creatures as guardians of the woods. It is nature's way that we tend to those who once tended to us. Should we forsake our protectors now, then we ourselves will be forsaken when their protection is needed once more. Okay. So that's all of the Busker and Druthers quests. Now we get to do the hard part of this zone. I'm not looking forward to this. So I'm going to go ahead and ignore any quests that are level 47 and up. I don't know if there are any here, but if there are, I'm just going to pretend they don't exist until later. Because I can't turn them in anyways. Hopefully they max out at 46, because I can do those ones. Alright, let's get this party started. Savage snares. Greetings, adventurer. Perhaps you have heard, but these forests have fallen prey to a band of poachers. They litter the ground with dastardly snares, caring not a whit for the innocents, small animals and travelers alike, caught in their vile clutches. I am forbidden to leave my post, but perhaps you can scour the area and see to any ghastly steel mauls that you encounter. Be careful, the poachers themselves may be lying in ambush, awaiting their prey. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. There's a quest up here. Forest Law. Bloody scofflaw, you'll not escape the wood whaler's justice. You adventure. One of those loathsome poachers has fled into the village, and hides under our noses as we speak. You are to join the search effort at once. That's an order. Excuse me? Rude. You can't just order around an adventurer without offering gold. Anyways, what about you? An apple a day. Welcome, friend. Many of your kind come to Quarry Mill, seeking a respite from hardships of adventuring. Might you care to put your troubles aside for a day and live the farmer's life? Old Fox in the orchard to the north has quite a harvest on his hands this year, and knowing him, he'd be much obliged for a helping hand. I do like learning lots of things. Wretched hive of villainy. Mayhap you've heard the tales, but the place they call Red Belly Hive wasn't always a wretched nest of scum and villainy. In the old days, it was home to a hamlet called Bowberry, where Here and Ellison alike lived a life of peace. That was before the calamity came and all hells broke loose. Those red-belly horse-sons moved in when the villagers fled, and they've had their run of the place ever since. It is our hope to win the village back, but the red-bellies are no common outlaws. They read our every move from malms away, and that's where you come in. What say you enter the wasp nest and take the sting out of those bastards? Sure. In grandfather's name. In the days before the calamity, my grandfather was village elder of Bowberry. We tried, gods be good we tried, to reclaim his home, but to no avail. Passed away last year, he did. With his last breath, he spoke of a family heirloom, an axe passed down for generations. Now those red-belly horse-sons use it to split wood, mocking us all the while. The 12 take me if I allow those bastards to besmirch grandfather's memory any longer. You'll bring it back for me, won't you? Yeah. Damn, there are a lot of quests here. Okay, let's see what you got. This child has a quest. It is level 46. Okay, I can do that one. Sweet. Boo! I'm the Dark Rider of the Shroud. Boo! Thou art scaredeth of me. Art thou notice? If thou art not, thou art a fool. Kneeleth before me, noweth! Kid. I have a friend, his name is Oriange. If you want lessons on speaking old-timey, he's a great person to learn. You're not very good at it. Anyways. Kneel. Ha! Yes, thou art wise to feareth me, adventurer, but the Dark Rider dost not forgiveth fools so easily. If thou wouldest serve me, thou must doeth mine bidding. Doeth mine bidding, or I shall slayeth you for trees on not doingeth what thy master telleth you to doeth. I think the word you were looking for was insubordination. The Dark Rider doth desire 3 kid wings. Why? It is not thine place to asketh why. 3 kid wings, not 2, and not 4. Thou hast best remembereth well, or I shall harvest your head. Yes, that sucketh my dicketh. But he's a kid, so I'll indulge him. Anyways. And also 46. Sweet. Ooh, actually. No. Because I'm wearing, what'd you call it? Masterwork. Okay. Slim pickings. Another day on the hunt, and not but antelope meat to show for it. Personally, I don't mind the stuff, as stringy and grisly as it may be. But just once I'd like to treat my dear wife and children to a real feast. The wild hogs in these parts look to have some good flesh on them, if they weren't fucking level 47. But I fear those tusks would tear a humble hunter like myself to pieces, no fucking kidding. Would you be so kind as to bag 5 of them in my stead? Yes, I'll go get your meat. Looking for this guy. Don't hurt me, I beg of ye. I swear on my life, I never meant to do no wrong. But what with my brother sick and starving, when they promised me the money for medicine, what else was I to do? You have my word. From this day forth, I'll earn me coin by honest work. Or not at all. You'll show me mercy just this once, won't you? The 12 bless your gentle soul. Oh my goodness. Really? 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 I don't believe a word you're saying. But it's fine. I'll just let her walk away. I'm gonna put that on a not my problem list. The woodwheelers should be doing their job and not telling me to do it. Yeah, that's it. The poacher escaped? Inexcusable. I should have known better than to entrust such a task to an adventurer. You mean you should have known better to entrust your job to a random passerby? Yeah, probably. Those who defy the elementals must be served justice, or we shall all pay the price. You do well not to forget this. Yep. Okay, so I think over here I'm picking up traps. Yeah. And murdering anybody who pisses me off while doing it. Okay. Right. And okay. There's all the traps. Then we're gonna do some assassinations of specific red belly fucktards. So we need a sharp eye and a larcener and a lookout. Don't mind me, I'm just killing your friend right in front of you. Just pretend I don't exist. I know you were in the middle of conversation, but it's fine. And pick up this axe. Okay. And let's go over here. Okay, what brings an adventurer to my humble orchards? Set your sights on the sprite apples rather than beastkin today? Well, I, for one, am mighty grateful for that. These bones aren't fit for climbing as they used to be. I'd be much obliged if you could pick some apples for me. Oh, and you'll want to make sure no creepy crawlies are hiding inside. Har har. Uh-huh. But I like creepy crawlies. Hi. Picking them apples. Oh, oh look! An adorable little creepy crawly. Poke him with my sword. Kai. Apple. And apple. Oh, creepy crawly. Apple. And I need one more. Wait, no. Yes, no, yes. There it is. Found it. Creepy crawly. Okay. Back so soon? Let's see what you've got in that basket of yours. A sister of a fairy apple developed by the Great Loam Growery to better withstand the elements, while yielding larger harvests. Cool. Well, I'll be. Just the sight of your harvest has me mouth-watering. You've an eye for apple picking, my friend. I have a son just around your age. What say you settle down here when you've had enough questing for glory? No thanks? Are you trying to set me up with your son? Anyways, a bumper crop. Friend, feast your eyes on this. Why, I've not been blessed with a harvest the likes of this in, well, as long as I can remember. Is that like a day ago? 5 minutes ago? What are we talking here? All I've done is the pickin'. It's the guardians of the forest what brought me this bounty. I'd give thanks myself, but what with those poachers around, I'm like to end up with an arrow through me head. Might you be kind enough to make the offering in my stead, and on your return bring an apple to Castellante? He's been looking gaunt of late. Sure. Boop. Done. Fucking face. Oh look, it's the same treant I made an offering to before. Anyways, here, have an apple. Okay. And this guy needs an apple. What brings you to Quarry Mill, adventurer? Mayhap you heard that our pact with the elementals permits hunting in this area? Do not think that gives you leave to strip the forest bare. Here, have an apple. A sprite apple? My favorite. However did you know? From Fox, you say? The man is too kind. Why, each scrumptious bite brings me back to the days of... forgive me, friend. Lol. Also, when I stand in front of him, he has to, like, kill his neck to look down at me. Okay. You've done good work today, friend. Still, with the self-styled king of the coral claws running the operation, the poachers are not like to yield easily. No, we must be more vigilant than ever. So the king of the coral claws, we will meet when we do the post-Moogle quests. Which those are after, those are post-ARR, so it'll be a while. Boop. Alright. Well, were you able to reclaim the axe from those bloody thieves? Yeah, I got your axe right here. A great battle axe, passed down through the generations until it finally fell to Cuthbert. There you go. Just as Grandfather always described it. You're a godsend, friend. Grandfather, I swear to you, the next time a red belly sees this axe, it'll be buried in his god-for-naught skull. How would he see it, then? You fought well for us today, friend. When Bowberry is reclaimed for our people, you can take pride in knowing that you struck a vital blow. Yeah, sure. I suppose it doesn't matter. Oh, another quest has popped up somewhere way over here. What do you have for us? The marvelous moon tie beads. Oh god, not more moon tie beads. You couldn't have come at a better time, friend. I have a crisis on my hands here. What manner of crisis, you ask? Do you see this bottle of Moontide sauce? It's empty, down to the last drop. Of course it's a crisis. Why, if our guards find their supper wanting for flavor, they're like as not to turn their lances on me instead of our foes. I thought Moontide smelled bad and was kind of horrible. And not very flavorful. That's what the other lady said. Might you travel to the Moontide cellars and obtain some from Marsher Aramont to save a poor culinarian from this dire fate? Oh. Why isn't this an exit? This should be an exit. Alrighty. Oop. Okay. Edux exhausted her supply again, has she? Told the woman time and again to order in bulk, I did, but she never listens. Hold your chocobos, friend. The next batch will be ready before long. I don't have a chocobo. Don't rub it in. Masher for a day. Where's your Moontide sauce, you say? Look, friend, Gridania wasn't built in a day. I'll tell you what, though. If you're so eager, how about you help me put the finishing touches on my latest batch? You just might learn a thing or two in the process. Here on these shelves, I keep my stock of secret spices. What gives my Moontide sauce its distinctive punch, you ask? A perilla leaf, a dried dragon pepper, and an ounce of shroud pepper. Just toss all three in the guile fat, and Geoffrey will take care of the rest. When the sauce is done, you're free to take a bottle to Adok. Not that that's like to put an end to her whining. Why doesn't she order in bulk if she's going through it so fast? Okay, shroud pepper. And a leaf. Parallel leaf. Okay. In the vat it goes. Oops, nope. A strong-smelling herb used in salads, fish dishes, or to flavor distilled liquors. Fabulous. A aromatic spice native to the Black Shroud, used to liven up bland dishes. One of the secret ingredients used when brewing Miqo'te sauce. Well, it's not so secret now, is it? Oh, hello there. Apprenticing at the cellars for the day? Very well then. 1 perilla leaf, 1 dried dragon pepper, and an ounce of shroud pepper. And, Aramon's done it again. As thanks for your help, this bottle is on the house. Oh yeah, I just realized that woman didn't send me with fucking money to pay for her sauce. She just sent me to get it. Well, I'm glad it was on the house, because otherwise I'd have to go back and murder her. You're back. Oh, do tell me you brought my Miqo'te sauce. I swear to you, I just heard a wood whaler talking about tossing me into the cauldron. I think you're full of it. A flavorful liquid made from salt and fermented Miqo'te beans. The distinctive mouth-watering aroma of Miqo'te beans, topped off with Aramont's special blend of secret spices, no doubt. He has done it again. Thank you, friend. I dare say you've prevented a mutiny today. And why don't you order in bulk? Anyways, let's go do some high-level quests. And by high level, I mean 46. Which is my level. I'm sure it's fine. Hopefully. I forget what the max level for this area over here is. Either way, I need to be careful because, like, things don't like me here. And also, I am wearing level 40 gear, even though I'm level 46, so I'm not quite geared. It doesn't look like I'm gonna have too many problems. Okay. I just need to fight things one at a time because I'm a coward. Oh look, I get experience off of these guys. Ooh. There's a fate over there. What level is that fate? Ooh, you know what? I want to go do that fate. Hold on a second. Sidetracked. Does it have enough time on it for me to do it? Yeah, it should. As long as I don't piss off every fucking pig in the neighborhood. Oof. Oh, don't notice me, senpai. There we go. And it does not have its own boss music. Oh, wait. Maybe. Spoke too soon! I don't know if I can do this. Let's poke it a few times and see if its health goes down. Oh, maybe. As long as I don't pull other hogs, I should be fine. I do want to use my cooldowns though, because this really should have a job stone when doing this. Oh fuck, I pulled another hog. Bullshit. I don't have any heals. Yeah, I might not be able to do it. It would have been fine if I hadn't pulled that second hog. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna run away. Sad face! Now, the kids I need to kill are up there. And they kind of suck to get to, too. So, I'll get this last hog. Okay. Okay, still a little busy, ain't he? Anyways, there's a kid. Oops. Oh shit, these are level 47. They don't appear too difficult to deal with. Okay. There's one. And that kid wants me to kill 3 of the fuckers? Fabulous. Okay, there's another. Oops. Man, I'm hungry. Okay, and last. Oops. I like how my cat sits there and tries to hiss at it. Okay, so that was the last one of those, and I'm just gonna teleport back instead of trying to make it through all of these guys. Lots of scary stuff here, anyways. Kid, I got your wings that you wanted. The Dark Rider doth desire ked wings. Art thou too weak to slayeth mere keds? Are you? The thin, transparent wings of a ked. Wow, are those really ked wings? I can't wait to show them off to father. Oh, thou hast proveth thy loyalty well. The Dark Rider of the Shroud hereby nameth you his loyal squire. That means you can come and play with, that means thou canst serveth me whenever thou likest. Who knew it was so easy to boss around an adventurer? Methinks my spineless dad could learn a thing or two from me. Is your dad that fucker who was trying to boss me around? If so, that's fucking hilarious. Also, you have armor that's better than what I'm wearing. However, I'm going to get it masterworked, so yeah. Just give me money. I killed some pigs. There you go. Just look at these succulent slices of boar flesh. Why, my mouth waters just looking at them. 1 slice for my wife, 4 for my children. Yes, this will do splendidly. What about you? Where's my slice, you say? Ah, antelope meat is good enough for me. Perhaps one day, when I'm skilled enough to fell a wild boar on my own, I'll allow myself to indulge. Aw. I could have gotten an extra slice. It's not that big of a deal. I could have made sure... Like, listen up, dude. Also, if... those boars were pretty big. If I could only pull 1 slice of meat out of each boar, then that's very disappointing in my skills. Anyways... so... we're done. Right? Yeah, we did all of the ones in Central Shroud. We did all of the ones in East Shroud. This is South Shroud. And we did North Shroud. Okay. So, that means... let's go back to Gridania. That means the next time I stream, which... yeah, I am hungry. I am gonna go eat. But the next time I stream, I will... we'll be doing... Conjurer. Conjurer, Lancer, and Archer. We'll be doing class quests. So... and that'll be the last 3 of the class quests we need to do for a while. So that's something. Yeah, look at my little conjurer. She's so adorable. I like her outfit. Okay. So yeah, whenever I stream next, which who knows, we'll be doing Conjurer, Lancer, and Archer quests. And after those, we can continue on with the storyline. Actually, you know what? Before I end today, let's go turn in this quest. Yeah. Where is it? Conjurer's Guild. Yeah, let's go turn in the main scenario quest that we've been sitting on forever. Right? You are the Ul'Dan envoy? Begging your pardon, madam, but might I inspect the missive you bear? A letter addressed to Gridanian Elder Seedseer Kani Senna. Verily, this is the seal of Supreme Commander of the Immortal Flames. Please come with me. Yeah, sorry I'm so late. You know, I got distracted.
So you are the Ul'Dan envoy. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Kani Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Flame General.
Now, again, why isn't this whole thing voiced? If you're gonna voice part of it, just voice it all. A remembrance service for the fallen of Cartano. Pray tell me, adventurer, what do you know of our conflict with the Empire? It would seem my counterparts recounted the tale in some detail. That is well. A message from the Admiral? A wolf has been sniffing around her stables, you say? I see. Well, I shall be pleased to provide her with such counsel as I am able. But first, friend of my friend, I would tell you more of the Garlean threat. For the greater part of its history, Garlemald was not even among the most influential nations of Ilsabard, the northern continent. However, its innovations in the field of magitech, some 50 years past, helped to raise it from the depths of obscurity. Emboldened by this technology, it set about subjugating its neighbors, swiftly absorbing each into its ever-expanding territory. And when all of Ilsabard lay within its grasp, it turned its ravenous gaze upon Eorzea. Yet Garlemald's transformation did not come about by virtue of magitech alone. Its success owed much to the consummate leadership of its first and reigning emperor. Solus Zulf Galvis, the man who built an empire in his own lifetime. Yet he has lived long, and after more than 80 winters, it is said that he grows frail, and ever more prone to illness. If rumors are to be believed, the matter of succession has destabilized the imperial court. This would explain the empire's relative inactivity in recent years, which has granted us much-needed time to rebuild. Yet we cannot allow ourselves to become complacent, for Garlemald still maintains a presence in Eorzea, in the form of the 14th Imperial Legion. Commanding this great host is Legatus Gaius van Belsar. Such devastation! A man whose ambitions are well known to us. So long as he breathes the Eorzean air, none of us may sleep easy. Isn't he supposed to be chilling in Alamigo? Isn't he supposed to be Legatus of Alamigo? Why is he in our woods, you know? The calamity wreaked such devastation upon the realm that it has been all we could do to nurse our wounds. Never mind rebuild our defenses. Simply put, we have not the strength to repel the Empire. To add to our woes, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, whose very existence is a bane upon the land. Each nation is beset with its own primal problem. None has the resources to look beyond its own borders. The Admiral desires my counsel regarding a brazen wolf. She means to tell me that the Empire may soon resume its advance. Though the primals pose an undeniable threat to our survival, the threat posed by the Garleans is greater still. Clearly, each nation can no longer afford to think only of that which occurs within its own borders. A storm gathers upon the horizon. If we are to weather it, we must needs stand united once more. A remembrance service may help to rekindle the spirit of unity which brought the peoples of Eorzea together when last the Empire threatened our liberty. The Flame General was wise to make his proposal, and I wholeheartedly approve of it. The necessary provisions shall be made for his service here in Gridania. Whee! Your work here is done, my friend. I shall send my reply to the Flame General forthwith. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safely home. Woo! May now make use of airship routes connecting. Yep. And I got an achievement! Okay, one thing I want to do, real quick. Okay, so none of those quests have popped up. I wonder... I'm not picking up that quest yet. It'll give me time to faff around. Okay, so... tomorrow we'll start out with doing this quest first. And then is the one in... Let me see. I'm just checking to see if the quests are available or if I have to wait until I get farther in the story. And no, that one's not available. Okay. So, next time I stream... If you are streaming the next couple of days... I probably won't be streaming the next couple of days. It'll probably be next week when I stream again. Because streaming on my days off is working okay-ish for me. Or every other week kind of deal. Actually, you know what? I might wait for that other side quest until after I do the job quests, because it is a long side quest chain, which I just remembered because it's the entire tour of the Gold Saucer. So I'll wait until after I do the 3 job quests, or class quests that I need to do. So next time I stream, which will probably be next week-ish, maybe, or the week after, we will do our class quests in Gridania, and then eventually we will get to the Gold Saucer. But that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching me goof around and do a boatload of quests, some of which were a higher level than what we're used to. Yeah. So, oof, I did do good. I finished Gridania. Well, mostly. Still got the class quest, but yeah. So, I will talk to you later, and thank you for watching, and bye.